Hey guys, welcome to the show today. Well, I got oil, carburetor, antifreeze. Let's fire up Johnny B. Good. Well, friends, welcome to the show today. So, it's time to get this thing underway because I got other stuff I need to get doing, and this is probably the least amount of work that I'm going to have to do for a little while. So, let's see. What do we got here? Change the oil. Because, of course, I probably got a bunch of crap in it and whatnot. So, need to get that done. And I got a filter this time, too. So, we'll have all bases covered. Excellent. No water came out. I put some antifreeze in this the other day, so I was kind of hoping that no water would come out with the oil. Mission accomplished. So, like I said, I got oil and a filter for it. I'm just going to let that chug along for a little bit. We got to get... Nope. Of course, they can't be the same size. Let's see if I can get this. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Here, get this filter off of here. Oh, there's the water I was looking for. I knew that water would be there, no big deal. I'll bet this is going to be one nasty mess. There we go. And did not disappoint. Let's just get that out of there. There's the ring Scott was talking about that I have to be sure that I put back in. Ooh, what a mess that is. Oh. Well, guess my oil filter was filtering. Maybe. That looks pretty bad. Might be wise for me just to go ahead and jam that right in the parts washer and wash that thing up because it looks pretty bad. And then we'll get some oil put back in this thing. I dumped a few more gallons of coolant in it. My buddy Todd Wertz from PA was kind enough to send us a carburetor. So all I got to do is put a quick kit in that thing and we'll be in good shape. Well, let's see what we got here. Terrific. Well, we'll just get all that sludge out of there. Well, guys, I think I'm going to pop that snap ring out of there and really get into the bottom of this because I have a feeling that is going to be necessary. Just to make sure nothing's screwed up in any possible way. There. That's better. Now we can actually get in here and make sure this is going to do what it needs to be doing. Okay, that's better. Gonna need that guy. Get the spring nice and clean. That's better. That is way better. Okay. Guys, I feel a little bit better about life now that I've done this. There, okay. Get the old snap ring back on here. All right, come on, you little devil. There we go. All right, guys, so right, wrong, or indifferent, I got this O-ring kind of glued on here because, well, it don't want to stay in the top of the tractor housing, and it won't just sit here quietly by itself and do what it's supposed to do. So hopefully that'll hold it long enough for me to get the filter up in there and screwed in mostly tight. And if it leaks when we're done, well, you're all gonna get to see that firsthand. In which case I will regroup and come up with a new plan. So let's just hope for the best. Very gently, very gingerly. Sure, am I still on all the way around? Sure am. Okay. Up you go. Easy does it. Okay, by golly, guys, I think that might have worked. Son of a gun. Scott said not to go too crazy with tightening this down, just to, you know, get it normal tight and not strip the bolt out tight. So that's kind of where I'm gonna, sure, I like the way that feels. Put the oil plug back in, get some oil back in this thing. Get my oil pan moved over here so I can get it filled to the right amount, hopefully. Okay, good to go. There's that. I am happy to say, guys, no antifreeze came out of it, so I mean, that's good. That's a step in the right direction if there ever was one. Now, come on, you. Come on off of there. Okay, what do I need here? That wrench, yep. So I'm just gonna guess 3/4 is gonna fit. Good guess. And I'll just open that up so that way the oil can come through. A little weep hole at the bottom here when it's got enough in it. Now why do I need a funnel? All right. Okay, well, let's see just how long it takes to, and how much it takes. Again, I don't remember. I think it took about 2 gallons last time, which I would believe. There we go. Go ahead and close that baby down. Okay. There. Where did I put the lid? Oh, right in front of my face. You guys ever do that? Don't lie, you know you do. We all do it. Okay, so oil's changed. I can feel good about that. Maybe I'll drop a few more gallons of antifreeze in the tank here just for good measure. I didn't quite fill it yesterday. What did I do here? I gotta mix some more up. Isn't that what I gotta do? I thought those were ready to go. Okay, there's 2 more mixed, ready to roll. What can I stand on around here? I can't see a dang thing. There, perfect little stool here. Alrighty, so pour another one down the hatch. I keep waiting for this thing to just pour a whole bunch of water out when I put more in it, but so far it hasn't, so that's good. I did have a loose hose clamp on the bottom, but you'll have that. Nothing you can do. Maybe you could tighten your hose clamp some more. I guess that's something you could do. Well, I'll be darned. Good enough for me. I know that'll end up glugging more of that down once she's running, if she runs, but for now, I'm going to call that good enough. All right, so let's get that out of the way, that out of the way, this out of the way. What's next? Oh, we got to get some carburation on this thing. And like I said earlier, guys, a fella by the name of Todd Wertz from PA was kind enough to send me this carburetor, so I didn't have to go and rob one off the other B. I can leave that one, you know, fairly complete. But I am going to go through real quick. I did buy just a quickie, cheapo kit for it. So I'm going to change a few pieces in here, and then we're going to pour some fuel to this thing, guys, and hopefully, it will run for the first time in who knows how long. Todd also threw in this manual for me too, so if I ever have any questions about how that tractor works, I got most of the answers right there. So as in my usual fashion, guys, I have never been into one of these John Deere carburetors, so this will be exciting to see how this works. Can't believe it'd work much different than any other carburetor. She just looks different. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be just fine. Well, what do we need here? I got to get that off. Need more wrench than that. Okay. Nice. I like it. Put that there so I don't lose it. Yep, little screen, just like Scott said there would be. Needle and seat. Well, can't say John Deere put too much into these because I think it's just the right amount. Looks like I need a screwdriver or two. Let's see, how big is that turkey? Bigger than that. I see how that works. There. Outstanding. Where's the new one? I gotta put that in. It's in the box. Put that there. Looks like it'll probably work. Perfect. Doesn't even fall out. Okay, that guy back in there. Okay, needle and seat, done. What about this guy? So I see. So that gas must go in here, obviously, through the screen, through the holes, down in here. Yep, they did give me a gasket for that, so that's good. There, just nice. What else we got on here? I got a couple intake and outtake exhaust or gaskets, so that's good. Yes, pretty simple. Give everything a little puff here. Okay, yep. I got air going through where it needs to be going through, guys, so I feel good about that. Let me put this back in. Okay. I guess there really isn't much more for me to disassemble here. I mean, a little bit, but nothing that's going to make or break what I'm doing here. So let's go ahead and get this guy back on. All right, guys, let's stick this on the tractor. Just so happen to have 2 bolts in the intake right here. How about that? Oh, crap. Okay, out of my way. There we go. There, okay. By golly, things are coming right together. That even looks like it's supposed to be there. Okay, Mr. Carburetor. Cotter pin. Well, let's see, can I... Man, I can't see a thing. There. Let's see how many times I can drop that light today. There's one. Jeez, that took a hot second. Well, how about this? Is that better? Get the bolt on the other side tight. All right. There's that one. Let me get this one snugged up. All right, we have carburation. Now, let's see if I can get the pin in my choke cable here. There, good enough. Okay, throttle linkage. There's that. A little pin through that one. Boy, they make everything nice and snug back here, guys. Okay, does that actually work? There we go. Now that's feels like it's a lot better. Still doesn't do much, but it does something. Guys, since curiosity is getting the best of me here, what do you say we give it a little shot of brake cleaner or something and see if it'll fire. I mean, I'm just curious at this point, kind of excited to make that a reality. So I got a little bit here. Let me open the door. Just because I want to make sure it doesn't gonna probably go through and. Okay, good. Now, let me just roll her over a little. Okay, let's give her a drink. One more little snort, why not? Yeah! All right. Guys, this is gonna run. How about that? Now, I gotta go to town and get some gas because, like a fool, I didn't get any earlier today. And I have to address this mess because this is all going away. Well, friends made it back from the old parts store. I got this little concoction kind of built on here. Now, it ain't real pretty, but it's real practical, and it wasn't $75 like one of them new guaranteed to leak fuel bowls was. And, essentially it'll have the same effect. Now, a couple of barb fittings, an on-off line, a fuel filter. I know what you're saying. That looks stupid. And to that, I will remind you, mind your business. Don't look at it. Oh well, it's like I said, guys, this is effective. And I don't know the fate of this tractor one more than anybody else. So if it gets to a point where I need it to be, factory or whatever, maybe I'll do that, but I don't foresee that ever becoming an option, or a care for that matter. So this will work just fine. I can turn the fuel on and off. I got room for my tube here. Yep, that'll be just fine. Well, guys, I think it might be wise for me to roll this guy right out the door now because, well, stuff happens, guys, and if it backfires, catches fire, who knows? I never know what to expect. So I expect everything. Let's get her out the door. What do you think, Fluffy? You think she'll run? Yeah, I think so too. Well, you check it out real good. Let me know what you think. think I'll go inside. Yep, that's what I thought, Cat. There. That's enough to see if it'll run under its own power. What are you doing here? I don't see any drips. I see. Just in case this thing backfires, I'll be better off. than it was doing for the last 30 years of its life. So that's pretty cool. I gotta figure out the governor. It ain't quite right, but it's what it is. But it moves on its own power. For the first time in who knows how long, she's actually running on its own. Ain't that something? Well, how about that, guys? That's another success. Now, I did kind of notice as I was running it a little bit more and more, it's starting to clear up a little bit, but no doubt that carburetor still needs quite a bit of adjustment, and I don't have any of the stuff hooked up on it. You know, I'm gonna turn my gas off here because that's how I can do that now. But guys, here's one that's even better. So as I was driving it, I noticed oil pressure gauge works, water gauge works. Of course, the amp gauge doesn't work because I don't have it hooked up to anything. But guys, how about that? I mean, always makes my day when I can take some piece of crap out of the junkyard and end up having a working tractor with it. Now, guys, as I may have said, or maybe haven't said, I don't know. I don't have much for plans for that thing other than to put a slick little paint job on it. It's not going to see any field work. It's just going to be a cool old tractor. So 3/4 of that mission is now accomplished. And if you were curious, I got, how much do I have into that? So I got my 100 and whatever dollars for the points kit that had the cap and all that in it. I think that was like 150 bucks. I bought a set of piston rings for it and they turned out to be incorrect. All the measuring in the world and they still, maybe they weren't. I don't think I'm gonna blame that one on me, guys, because, well, the dial caliper doesn't lie. But nevertheless, I put the old rings back in it. It doesn't seem to matter all that much. She ain't smoking. And like I said, guys, they came off. I got them off in one piece. They went back on. So there's that. No money involved there. I had 80 bucks into the head gasket kit. And I guess I don't know what I paid for the tractor because I bought the Ford and the two Bs all together for very little money. So I got like maybe 500 bucks invested into that thing right now, guys, and it's a running, driving tractor. I'm gonna put another 100 bucks into it for paint, and she's gonna be cool after that too. So, hey, I call that a win, guys. Well, I suppose on that, I'm gonna call it a day, friends. So guys, with that, I'm gonna let you go today. Another success. Well, now, yeah, now that. Well, at least I know that one runs good. Better than the B. The B, yeah, maybe it'll clear up. Guys, that's going to do it for me today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.